welcome back to the channel. So today, something really awesome. I know that some of you all over here in Europe that are stationed here, or maybe Americans visiting, or you may have family over here, but you've probably come across this in the grocery store, because it's in every grocery store. And I know that when I was growing up over here, my oma, or my grandmother, would make some really good chicken soup. And on these nice little cold mornings, it's really cool to get up and just start the process. So that's what we're gonna do today. I want you guys to see what this thing's all about. Without further ado, this is Suppengemüse. So have you guys seen this at your local Lidl, Aldi, Edeka, Kaufland, anywhere that has vegetables? It's there. You cannot miss it. And this dates way back. This is something that goes way back in Germany. Like I said, my oma used to make lots of really good chicken soups, any kind of soups basically, like noodle soups, and it would always have these little ingredients in it. I never knew it until I came to visit my mom back in the 90s, and she would make the soup just like my oma did. And we stopped at like an Edeka, I think it was, or a Rewe, whatever it was over there, and she picked up one of these, and I was like, what's going on here? Why? And she said that this is a typical, traditional, goes back German history style Gemüsesuppe, or Suppengemüse. And what's really cool about it is it has all of the ingredients you need to make kind of like a chicken stock. If you wanted to go ahead and make something else like a noodle soup without the chicken, you could use this too. The ingredients for this thing, root parsley, which is this right here. It's crazy how the German grocers know you only need a third of one of these root parsleys. And also, just like the way it looks, you're thinking to yourself, I know you guys have probably seen it, like, ew, this thing looks like it's about to expire. It is not going to expire. Also, when you chop all of this up like we're about to do, it all goes into a stock pot and heats up, and then some of it disintegrates. So it's really cool, and I'll show you how we do that. Also, it has carrots in there. Looks like you only need 2 carrots. This right here, this long piece right there. Wait, can you see it? I can't even show it to you. There's parsley in there, as you can see, but leek. This is a leek. That is a long leek, and we'll cut that up as well. And then you have a little onion in there and parsley. So, got a lot of stuff going on in this little power pack of vegetables, and I'm super excited to do that with you guys today. So, let's get to it. So let's open this bag up, shall we? Now, you have to wash these things, obviously. They're coming out of a grocery store. You want to be thorough. Put everything in order, a cutting order, if you will. Now, let's dry these off a little bit. Nice. We'll start with, let's just move this knife around a little bit, because I don't know what I want to do. Parsley, let's go in the corner for a minute. Get with you later. Let's go ahead and take care of one of these carrots. So, me and the peeler, we don't get along too well. It's pretty awesome though, because it does a thorough job. And only have 2 carrots to cut, so it's a good thing. Let's clean as we go. It's nice that way. This really large leek, I'm gonna get the little corner off of that and chop it into small sections. These leeks tend to split up and as the soup boils, so we'll cut some of this root as well. Going for that little onion that came with the package. Now normally I'd add more onions, but we're going with this 500 grams of vegetables so that you can see what you can do with it. Taking the corners and edges off of the carrots, slicing the carrots a little bit. I like my carrots a little thick. You know, the ones that you can get inside the mixed vegetable frozen bags? Well, this is not that. But also, those are cut in squares. So I like mine with a little bit of thickness, rounded. Now you have your cayenne, your Tony Chachere's Creole, and obviously garlic powder. We've got 4 chicken thighs, and also I removed the skin. So bring it up to heat temperature about high
some vegetable oil in it. Little plate for the sides. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fry the skin, which is really awesome because what happens is the natural grease flaying the skin itself and the oil mixed with some garlic got a nice aroma to it, but also it gives off a couple of layers of flavor, basically. And once that's cooked, crisped up, thrown over to the side, then we're going to add our chicken thighs to it. As you can tell, it's sizzling. So that's that oil, the chicken skin mixed up really nicely so that it gives a little bit more flavor to the actual soup itself. And so you don't want to mess with it too much, but you also want to add some Tony Chachere's to it. The Creole brand is what I use. Gives it a nice little flavor. Gives it a little southern touch. And then cayenne pepper, obviously, a little spice to it. Not too much, I'd say a tablespoon. Let that all immerse together. Is that even a word? I don't know anymore. Move these things around, add a little bit more garlic powder. And as that starts to cook, you don't want to cook the chicken all the way because it's going to simmer inside its own juices, vegetables, and the stock I'm going to add in a moment. So let's just remove the chicken thighs and scrape the bottom, adding a little bit of water. I've got 2 cups of water I'm going to put in there slowly. And as you can see, we're scraping off the bottom and all that flavor is going to be immersed. And also immersed would be all of the vegetables I just cut. Putting that up, and as you can see, it's not really covered, so that's when Old Faithful comes around. Let that simmer a little bit, and then you have some chicken stock. I used 2 cups worth of chicken stock. It's not really cheating either. You can do vegetable stock if you want, broth, but you want to add to this, mainly because that chicken stock has a lot of flavor in itself. So add that to the 2 cups of water, mix it nicely, and then cover and keep it to boil for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is over, and you can add your chicken thighs. And we're not adding the chicken skin, just the thighs. So make sure there's a lot of room in there for that. And cover and let that all just combine together for about
2 hours later.
As you can see, beautiful. It's been sizzling and simmering, and I've moved it occasionally, but the best part about it is the chicken and the chicken stock along with the vegetables has all come together for 2 hours on low, honestly. Then I'm going to add the parsley. You don't want to add the parsley first, mainly because it will just dissipate.
Testing. Yeah. Maybe a little salt. All right, so anyways, that is Oma's Suppengemüse with a real Roggenbrot. And shout out to Maggi. If you know anything about Maggi, this is good in soup. So, yeah, no, Ludo. Anyways, I was gonna add a little bit of salt. I ended up deciding not to. You better wait. You see I'm busy? Every time I turn this on, I need to try my soup, okay? Hold on. It's Ludo. Anyway, so Maggi has a lot of salt content in it too. It's kind of like the German version of soy sauce without it being soy sauce. Anyways, so dipping time. I just pushed a little Maggi in there. Now you see that? Chicken already shredded itself. So that's cool. Always got to dunk. I dunk everything. Let me try that. That's it. Can't beat it. Not on a nice cold afternoon now. And like I said, I didn't want to add any more onions, any more vegetables than what was in that package. Just to show you 500 grams of vegetables. 2 cups of chicken stock. 4 pieces of chicken thigh. And I don't know if you realize it, but I didn't save the chicken skin. A lot of times it's unhealthy, but it's not to say that you can't add it to the pot. But one thing I don't like about chicken soup when you make it from scratch is when you boil everything, that you get that little scum at the top, and scrape the scum out. I just don't like it. I'm gonna have to do a mukbang on this. It's really good. So, pretty happy with it. I put the parsley in last so that it's not really, it still has a little texture in it. You can definitely taste it now because it was simmering for maybe about 10 minutes, if that. But you can definitely taste it. I guess it makes it a little more soupy, if that makes any sense. So anyways, that's it. I miss my mom. I miss my Oma. But when I make this soup, it reminds me of them. It reminds me of Germany. And like I said, if you guys are in a grocery store and you see that package of Gemüsesuppe, that's what it's for. Easy to make. And good on cold days. So, enjoy your holidays, everyone. And in the immortal words of Dave and Heather living in Germany, eating the Gemüsesuppe. Cheese! Oh, shout out to Weltenberger Cluster. But beer goes with anything, so yay. Yay for that. Look at that chunky piece of chicken. That's good stuff. This is